Okay, yeah, it was February 3rd. Okay, so not even 7 days since I said I was gonna stop talking about 2XKO, and look, I'll give it some time. I'll wait for the patch. They didn't let the patch rock. They couldn't do it for me. I don't know who. Look, I was chilling with Nerd Josh. I was chilling with Combo Fiend. I was chilling with Clockwork. Yeah, I was chilling with mad Riot people, yo. This past weekend, at Frosty Fauces, yeah, I was chilling with mad people, and they couldn't even give me a week, dog. They couldn't even give me a week. Marlin Pie. All right, look. So, for starters, let's just get on with it, okay? Because there's a lot of news, I gotta talk about, right? Both good and bad, right? We'll start with the bad news. Riot Games 2XKO reposted. Look, it's just a giant fist, and you're like, oh, what could this be about, right? You click it. You know what this is? This is like one of those things. I'm pretty sure. I feel like this is what the Riot employees see when they get fired. Hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment to share an important update on 2XKO. This is a difficult update to share, but we want to be clear about what's changing and why. Now, just in case, everyone forgot, right? The official launch day of 2XKO um, was January 20th. January 20th. They couldn't even let the game rock for a month. What's changing and why? After a lot of discussion, we are reducing the size of the 2XKO team. I want you to know that the decision wasn't made lightly. As we expanded from PC to console, we saw consistent trends in how players were engaging with 2XKO. The game has resonated with a passionate core audience, but overall momentum hasn't reached the level needed to support a team of this size. Read it right. With a smaller focused team, we're going to dig in and make key improvements, blah, blah, blah. Our plans for 2026 competitive series has unchanged. Ultimately, this decision reflects a shift in how we operate. We love the people, even though we just fired them. Good luck to everybody involved. Here's your severance pay. Keep giving us energy like Ono-san said so. And suck my balls. Tom Cannon. That's pretty much what that said. I don't know about you, but that's literally what I just read. Did you guys see the same letters on the screen? Because I feel like I had. Right? Is that not what that just said? Go to hell? All right. But I just want to go into these first few words, right? Right here. This right here. Look, I want you to know that decision wasn't made lightly. We expanded from PC to console. We saw consistent trends. The game has resonated with a passionate core audience, but momentum hasn't reached the level needed to support a team of this size. Now, I guess a few things, right? One, 2XKO's official release date, again, was January 20th, 2026. For those that don't know, this game has been in beta / alpha / being made / ripped apart / going from 1 player to 2 players / everything, right? This / Rising Thunder, right? So this game And in the project itself, it's been way too long. Before you continue, food recommendations in Vegas, Denny's. All right, now that we have answered this guy's important question, let us continue. Uh, but yeah, actually, no. You know what? I got you. Roberto's. There you go. I mentioned a Mexican spot. You know, I'm ethnic sometimes. Pick Roberto's. This game has been in the works for, I'm just gonna say 72 years, and boom, the game is out. Now, I feel like what people are failing to understand, right, when it comes to this company, you guys have to remember, during the time that this game is being made, thrown into the trash, remade again, thrown into the trash, remade again, right? People are being paid. Checks are being cashed for months, years. Expand the team, change the team, throw out the team, get a new team. All this stuff is happening. There is hundreds to millions of dollars being spent, and the game's not even out. Not to mention, when you think about it, this doesn't even include all the flights. Like, I wonder how many Riot employees they were bringing out to these events. Like, that's just thousands more dollars. Probably food, drink, all that stuff, right? Freaking getting a booth for Evo like 5 times. I don't even know how that works. You know, so all this stuff has been going on. And the game's not out. Now, what I'm almost inclined to believe is that this was always supposed to happen. Unless this game makes $1 bajillion on launch, there is zero reason to keep the team. Like, and I want to put it as bluntly as possible. There is zero reason to keep the team. It sounds messed up. It sounds selfish. There is, in fact, zero reason to keep the team. And let me break it down to you, right? Guess what I'm about to do? Guess what I'm about to pull out? You already know what I'm about to pull out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You already know. You already knew what was coming out. Now, right? This is going to be a different list, right? Because we already know what the problems are with the game. Right? But you have to lay things out, right? It's not just, oh my God, Riot is jerks. Oh my God, why would Riot do all this, right? Okay. Riot Games. I mean, obviously, Riot, you know, they're not great people. I mean, we already knew that. But, you know, it's more than that, right? So, for starters, right, you could just say, not the best people. Right? So you can start with that, right? So right there, boom, Riot Games, not the best people. Okay? Now, you got, I don't know, League of Legends on Vanguard, computer eaten, client. I can't spell, right? And then you got held together by glue, right? You got Runeterra, rest in peace. All right. You got Riftbound. I still haven't been able to buy a single card legitly. Valorant. I don't really care. Right? They also had a few other games, but like I don't know how those games sold. Like I think it was like an RPG, which I actually still kind of need to play because I heard it wasn't so bad. And then TFT. Cool. Right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 games. League of Legends, which is their main game, obviously. You got all these issues, right? Vanguard, client, freaking messes up every other second. All types of bugs. All that good stuff, right? Which is weird because, like, I feel like no one's ever really had a problem with TFT. You know, Valorant, if you like Valorant, right? Now, the weird part is that, so before we even speak about, you know, 2XKO, at XKO, right? Before we even speak about that, right, you would have to speak about the other games. Runeterra, I actually really liked. I thought it was a really cool card game. And then next thing you know, it's just not really there anymore. All right? Ugh. When I say I'm about that life, let me. As you can see from this book, I have almost every single card this game has produced so far. Almost every single card is a holo. Right? This includes the worlds right here. This includes half of the overnumbered cards, including my $2,000 RE card right up there. I have all of the Nexus pack cards. I got the Playground, whatever the hell they're called, cards. I got half the promos and a few of the other promos, and I need to finish that. I have almost every single card in the entire first set of cards, right? Now, with that said, TTV Holy Brawly, with that said, I have not been able to buy a single card legitly. I had to buy scalped boxes, right? All the bots took everything. I had to buy from those people. Not even a single pack. I bought 4 boxes. Or 6. I forgot. But I spent $800. Oh yeah, I didn't get an email, so I'm already getting bodied. All right. Now, this is me telling you that I am a fan of the IP. I am a fan of Riot. I am a fan of the characters. Like, look at right next to me. Like, I got a custom colored gold Ari Pop right here. Look, gold because, you know, like, I got somebody to, like, hook it up for me. And with that said, this company is hot doo-doo butter. Jesus Christ. Like, how, you know, specifically with the Riftbound stuff, what's crazy to me is that they knew, right? They knew, and they were still like, how did this happen? They knew and was like, how did this happen? It's almost to me like they enjoy failure. Maybe they just like firing people. Like they create games and they're like, did it make $1 billion? No, sir, only $1 million. All right, nope. Get rid of it. Get rid of them. Whoever they are, get rid of them. All right. So 2XKO, right? And now, look, you have to listen to this, because this is what makes things worse. I brought these games up for a reason. 2XKO. Well, you know what? Let's right, online card game. All right. Riftbound. Physical cards. All right. Valorant. Shooter. TFT. What is it? Auto chess? That's what they call it. Auto chess. Right now, think of these genres compared to what just happened, right? So you got the game that starts it off, League of Legends, right? They make a whole bunch of different games. You got an online card game. You got an offline card game. Right there, those two are pretty big. You got a shooter and you got auto chess, right? So these are all big. And then you have fighting game. I don't know about you, right? I haven't delved into the history of all the other games and how they were made and whatnot, right? I haven't delved in, right? But I could be certain, I might be like 90% certain, I could be wrong, somebody could tell me, right? These other games did not take 72 years to make. Does anybody know? Did any of these games take 72 years to make? The crazy thing is that, just as it says right here, I don't really care, right? But even then, you're making a shooter. By default, right? By default, even if the game did pretty bad, you're still going to get a decent amount of players, right? Decent amount of players blows whatever 2XKO is out of the water. decent shooter will get more people than even the greatest of fighting games. Now, right? So, right, if you break it down, right, it took 72 years to make, paid, what is it, hundreds of employees for years, right? This is it. Look at this right here. You got to remember, this is big. We paid a lot of people for years to make something happen, to make a good product. Barely any content. Barely any characters. Now, listen to this. Insane amounts of money for pop bonuses that should have never happened. Bad balance, no real direction. Oh, because again, right? I have to let you know, guys, every single time we talk about Riot Games and we talk about 2XKO and everyone, remember guys, remember, everyone was bragging on me. Everyone called me stupid. Everyone said that I'm talking on my face and so on and so forth, right? Still hasn't answered. Who is this game for? The 2XKO team, right? And I don't know, maybe it was the Cannons, right? Maybe it was the Cannons. Maybe they thought that because they had such a cool concept with Rising Thunder, what made anyone think that this was successful? Yeah, right? Console release was a wash. So I did see ads on YouTube and whatnot. Like, people really think that this stuff doesn't add up. Why do people think that, like, just because the company is named Riot Games and they have billions of dollars, do you think even they wanted a fighting game? Mind you, they don't even care about fighting games. They've already created the greatest video game of all time, even though it runs on Vanguard computer eating client held together by glue, right? They already have the monopoly, all right? They did not need a fighting game. You could argue that they might have possibly needed a shooter. They definitely don't need card games. They definitely don't need auto chess, even though it worked spectacularly. But they did not need a fighting game. And now, with this idea of a fighting game, you're probably thinking, all right, well, with their master team, and everything is done in-house, and they already have the characters, there's no licensing issues, everything belongs to me, and you still couldn't get it done. You still couldn't get it done. Also, Dante Never Cries, thank you for the sub. Like it's truly depressing. And now, right, you got people online that's like, oh, how dare people laugh at Riot Games and all this stuff. Like, how dare you celebrate firing of half the team, right? I think I've read, what was it, like 80 people? Let me find the number. Approximately 80 workers were laid off, around half of the game's global development team. Now, do you honestly believe, right, for you idiots out there, right, because that like every person who wrote that, I'm calling you straight up an idiot. You think I'm laughing at someone getting fired? You think that's what we're congratulating? You think that's what's happening? Riot bit more than they can chew. They didn't want to just make a more simpler product that would appeal to more people and not try so goddamn hard. They failed. Mind you, what do you think I've been saying the entire time? I literally walked everyone down. Step by step, I explained. There's multiple streams on this. I'm walking you through it. The disaster 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every single disaster. I'm walking you through it as it is happening. Then when Riot goes, oh, by the way, well, yeah, I felt like was about to fire people. Either this game makes $1 billion or we fire everyone. Like, did you really think that this wasn't gonna happen? I find it so confusing. And it's messed up because, obviously good people, and I mentioned it too. I said when I went to Frosty Faustings and stuff, and I was talking to these people, and yes, they did want to make the game better. They did. They were really enthusiastic about it. They really wanted a good product. And even so, when I would talk to them, it still seemed like they were unsure. And like, you would think, right? You would think that the problems that everybody was talking about and whatnot should have already been fixed, should have already been dealt with, or at least should have already been like communicated. But the screen tearing on the console release, like, you couldn't explain it any clearer. Every single tournament I went to so far for 2XKO, the setups have been whack. Every single tournament I've been to so far. Did you see how everybody took a tournament? A tournament. This is how I know you guys are stupid. You guys really thought a tournament means literally anything? You you guys really thought that hundreds of people showing up for $100,000, you thought that meant anything? Oh my God, look, some people like our game. I wonder why. Maybe it was all the money we threw in. Hey man, guys, have you seen the numbers lately? We have this many people, on our payroll. Yeah, that's like $75 million. And, the game made only 12 cents. We also flew everyone out to all these events. We booked all these hotels. We got all this food. We also put in $1 million into the pots. Yeah, yeah. I think we're losing money. Also, speaking of, I can't believe. Actually, was Jimmy? Jimmy, I think you were in the chat. I know there was a bunch of people in the chat when I was talking about this, and people really thought that was okay. I spent $200. They said. Do you? I was straight robbed. And people really think that that's okay. Look, even if I was broke, right? I only recently started getting good money now, right? Even if I was broke, I still would have bought the costume because this is my job and I don't want to be bored playing the same one skin. And obviously, I'm going to buy the skins regardless because I am investing in the content, into what I do, so on and so forth. Boom, right? But that is not everyone, for starters. One, people who have less money than me, quite possibly 99% of the FGC has less money than me, right? Then you couldn't eat, like the prices, even if they were ridiculous, it was still too ridiculous. I don't really understand the crack they were smoking. I don't. I don't like. Again, like this. I don't want to rag on the people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into this. Right? I'm not ragging on them. They deserve a job. But whoever was making any of these decisions, you had to have known it was going to add up. Everything was going to add up. In order to roll out patches on PlayStation and Xbox, it ain't free. You gotta pay for that, right? It's not their client anymore. It's not just I'll just type it in. Boop. No. Now you have to go through channels and whatnot. And then on top of that, you have a non-complete product. And then it's always weird too, right? Because you get stuff like this, right? right? Obviously, bum being a jerk, but it's understandable. You know, there are a lot of people who are just like, yo, like you guys just shot yourself in the foot, right? Look, you see, Legends of Runeterra abandoned, 2XKO half finished, Riftbound fumbled, like, right? And then you get like the quote tweets, right? Look at it, Nerd Josh. The man's a great worker. I've worked with him before. So by all means, you know, a lot of these people who need jobs now, if you guys know the way the Firebrand player still has a job. No, I'm just kidding. This guy, right, I met, I officially talked to at Frosty Faustings. Really cool guy. You know, we talked for quite some time and whatnot. And yeah, like these are good people. But yeah, and then there's a bunch of comments. I don't know if I would have run into any of them right now, but they're like, oh, you know, how dare you, and blah blah blah. But yeah, like we all already know. I try to be as honest as possible. You know, I really do. I try to, right? Even when people attack me on Twitter, even when people, you know, talk crap about me, freaking make stupid videos about me losing and stuff like that, like, I try to be as honest as possible. Like, did these guys really not know they were about to be laid off? Did no one tell anyone anything? Did people really look at Warwick and thought that was okay? Like, was no one really gonna do anything about Yasuo and Echo? Did people really not say, hey, yo, before this game comes out on PlayStation, do you think it'll be a problem if you see a giant line across the screen? Like nobody? Everybody was just like, I don't know what's happening. We're all in it together. This is your job and mine. Like, are we being for real? Like, if I was Nerd Josh, right? You know what this type of feeling is? I'll explain this feeling. When I was Evil Geniuses, right? And I got let go, right? But even then, the days leading up to me getting let go, you know, with the being forced to move and all the other shenanigans that was going down, like in the back of my head, I was like, yo, I really feel like something bad's gonna happen. And it was told to me by a few people that bad was gonna happen, and I took it anyway because I was just like, yo, F it, man. I'm trying to think about the future, and so on and so forth, right? But like, that's gotta hurt. And the reason why it has to hurt so much is because it was 72 years. 72 years to make this goddamn game. So you on a team for years. And the day it releases, you get fired? Shouldn't you get fired? No, you see, obviously, look, I've already said it, right? They paid hundreds of employees for years to make a sloppy at best product, right? But my big issue with all of this is, who was in charge? I really, yo, like, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious when I say this. Who was in charge? Because honestly speaking, I would blame someone. I have to blame someone. You can't just be like, oh, you know what? Nerd Josh and Co are to blame. No. Nerd Josh was doing his job. All these guys were doing their job. No. It's not the people above canon. I'm talking about the people who looked at the product and said, scrap it, we gotta do something different. Who looked at something else, we gotta do something different. We gotta add this, we gotta do something different. Change this, fix that, change this, mess that up, mess that up, mess that. Who was the guy that was saying, this isn't good enough, this isn't good enough, scrap it, scrap it, scrap it? Like, who was that guy? Because that guy is to blame. People would rather blame exactly. This has nothing to do with Riot. This is its own division. It's the fighting game division. Somebody out there was like, delay it, delay it, delay it. We're not ready. Delay it. It's I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Like, exactly. 1v1, 2v2. Like, who was the person that was mad confused? Like, it to me, like, this whole game and the problem with the game is nobody took the reins. Nobody took the reins. Maybe somebody did. Maybe somebody actually did. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I would like to know who, right? Because I could be like, yo, like, my guy, like, yo, can you answer some questions? How many look, there's a lot of egos there, all right? But that's the thing, right? I wouldn't blame people like Nerd Josh, right? GC Yoshi, like, I wouldn't blame them. Yeah, that girl, right? I'm not gonna blame Yehozy. You know, somebody else was making, like, play the Firebrand. Damn you, Firebrand! Look, like, let's be real. Somebody had to make the decisions. Because when I was testing for NRS, we clearly had to answer to someone. Then somebody else was making the final call. We all answered to a person. I could literally look you in the face and be like, yo, that was Paulo right there. That was his decision. My man thought this was funny. Take it up with that guy. Like, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I wrote it right here. This is not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I love Paulo. He a funny guy, man. My man really does hit send. That he'll be like. But you see, look, I'll explain something to you, right? About NRS games. The reason why they work is because it's funny. It's funny. No matter what happens, the game is not serious. Nor should it ever be taken serious. It's a fun game. You play through the story mode and the ridiculous amounts of content. You have fun with it. The game is nonsense. And at no point, and this is the thing, at no point did they even look at me in the face and go, I want this to be the best game of all time. At no point did they ever even suggest that. They're like, I hope everyone has a good time. And if people have a good time, the game is successful. Maybe at some point, right? At some point, Riot should have took that damn, like maybe we should just make something that people just like to play. It could be buggy, it could be nonsense, but we build off of it. But they didn't even let that happen. Like they were just too scared. I don't know what it was. Let people have fun. And obviously, you know, Riot Games, they don't know better. But you know who does know better? The Cannons. You know who does know better? The rest of the FGC there. We know this already. That exactly, Bones. Like that's exactly what makes it surprising. Is that this should have been like clear cut. Like, yo, let's make this, send it out, have people complain, but they're playing the game. No, Chris, you're gonna sit there and play rank. That's literally what's happening. That's what makes it whack. Because, like, to me, right? To me, if they would have released this game last year, right? Last year when, I don't know, when did the second beta end? 2XKO Alpha Lab 2. When was that? August 2024. No, the first Alpha Lab was August 2024. The second one, what was the second one? April 2025. They could have legit, right? Somewhere in between, right? At like midpoint of Alpha Lab 1, you could have literally hit send. So like a little, like I said, a little before Alpha Lab 2, you could have just been like, boom. You wouldn't have had Alpha Lab 2 because that was a terrible Alpha Lab. That was a terrible beta, right? Alpha Lab 1 was like, holy crap, this game is ridiculous. This is one of the greatest games I've ever played. Oh my God, look at the expression. Look how much fun. Oh my God, all this cool stuff. Look at my combos. Look at all this. Look at all that. Brahms playable. Friggin' like. And honestly, the more I think about it, when it comes to the characters, I'm gonna be really real when I say this. The characters, even though they have a lot going on, none of them are that deep to have warranted taking a year to make each. And you want to know why I think so? Right? Hold on. So, random guy.
Just built an inventory track.
Random guy. obviously this is like just fan made, and okay, Captain Trash, yo. Leah. Like, what, obviously, like, a lot of it looks like trash, but a lot of it is a good starting point. Nothing has to be perfect. The more perfect you try to make a video game, the worse it is, right? Because guess what, right? You're like, oh, yeah, this took me 4 years to make. It took you 4 years to make Yasuo's crouching H hit the entire screen? It took you 4 years to throw a projectile that literally loses to nothing? It took you 4 years to have 7 characters with freaking invincible dashes? That was taking you guys 4 years? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, it is so stupid. Why? Because you really took that long, and it wasn't even a good idea. It just doesn't make any sense. Just release the goddamn game. I don't care. Like, odds are it's already broken. Odds are you didn't even pay attention to what needed to be fixed or nerfed. Odds are I'm going to do your work for you. Just release the game, release the character, and then we'll, as we do all the time, the consumer will fix your game for you. Oh yeah, Yasuo was easily the easiest character to make. It's like, I know, my bad, yo. My bad, I know. They definitely, that was not hard. To make a character with hitboxes that take up 3/4 of the screen. Clearly, that didn't need work. That character was made in 2 days. Yeah, literally, like I'm pretty sure, like, that was really the dumb, like, instead of being like, yo, you think we should be working on a new character? Nah, man, Yasuo's sword, it's actually, 172 centimeters. It should be 4 meters or 12 feet. And you're just like, what? What? How do I, what? So, in other words, yeah, just make it cover the screen. And you're just like, oh, yeah, sure. Like, do we really even need that conversation? We could have been working on the next character. And now, look. I'm not gonna toot my own horn here, right? Not gonna toot my own horn here. But don't you think there was a reason why I went so ham on when I did the Teemo video, and I went so ham on the mechanics part? You guys didn't catch that. I did it because the game only had 9 characters. And in those 9 characters, right? The 10th character comes out with 14 new mechanics. And you really, like, did you not think about what the game would look like if there was 20 characters? Oh, this character has this and that and this and that. We can't put it over here. This character has this and that and this and that. Well, we can't put it over there. What are we gonna do for the 18th character? I know, Caitlyn. She's gonna shoot her gun, but she can't have full screen assist. If she has full screen assist, that means that 2 characters have full screen assists. So she needs OTG assist. This is how stupid they looked. They looked that dumb when they were making characters. I promise you, they were looking that dumb. What if the gun shoots up? Why would we want the gun to shoot up? Because Jinx has a bullet that shoots forward. We can't be like Jinx. I don't like. Like I said, I don't want to rag. I don't want to rag on the people that lost their job. It's just that somebody was saying yes. Like, I promise you, you know what was going on? They were like, oh, yeah, so like, the reason why this character can't do that is because, my character that comes out in, 7 years from now, so they shoot 3 projectiles. Oh, you're probably thinking they go forward. Actually, no. The projectiles all bounce around the screen. Yep. We can't have the smoke screen. Zed's supposed to have the smoke screen. I literally, I'm dead serious. Like, Gats, that's probably what they were thinking. We can't have Ryu and Ken. But you know what? That would have at least been cool. Garen and Darius, I don't care if they do the exact same moves. I don't want to play as Darius. I want to play as Garen. I swear to God, I feel like that's what happened. Now that I think about it. Never mind. I was like, wait, is there not a mage? And then I was like, I mean, Echo's supposed to be a mage, technically? And then so is Ari, but isn't Ari more like an assassin than a mage? I literally, one of the first comments that I saw about the 2XKO stuff, right? One of the first comments was, you see, this game had too many zoners. And I wanted to just grab them through the screen. Like I had a whole thing written. I literally had a whole thing written, and I was just like, you know what? Not worth it. Just not worth it. And people thought I was crazy for saying that there was too many big bodies. They thought I was crazy. They thought I was crazy when I said there's only one character with an air dash. What they needed to do. Look, right? This is what they needed to do. It should have been, could have been very easy. Hold on, right? It's gonna look ugly though, but all right. League of Legends characters, right? All right. Look at the characters, right? Look at all these cool characters, right? You notice something about it? Yeah, there's a lot of animals. There's a rock thing over here. There's a tree thing over here. There's a dog. There's a Zeus and Thor and oh look, I don't know who this character is. Whoa, this character, what, the Void Burr? Whoa, what if that character was, wow, what's her name, Rek'Sai? Man, that would be so cool if a character like this, I don't know what she does. Oh snap, look at all these cool, wow, I would have loved to see this character, right? And you got this guy who's human and shoots stuff and all that. Oh snap, there's ninjas? You got ninjas in this world? Whoa! Oh snap, giant fish guy that eats other fish? Oh, that's crazy. Is that Vivi? Damn! I would have, you know what I would have done? Right? For starters, right? I would have been like, look, right? Let's say I was making this game, right? For starters, I would be like, we're not. I don't know what you got to do. I don't know what you guys got to do. But 15 characters, like 16, because we're gonna be even. This gotta like happen like tomorrow, all right? Like somebody better start drawing like now. There's no arguing. I don't know why we're still arguing about the length of Yasuo's sword, all right? Throw that out the window, all right? I'm gonna need 5 more character designs right now, and none of them better be human. I swear to God, I'm firing everybody. I would have been like, the next 5 characters are not human. All right? Done. Okay, cool. What do we got? I don't know. A Moo as a Dalsim type character, except he goes to you instead of keeps you out. Oh, snap, that's already 1. Cho'Gath. Wow, big giant void stupid thing. Just everything looks like a stabby and a bitey. Do something. I don't know, man. God damn it. Freaking Alistair. He can't be that hard to make. Freaking god damn it. Evelyn. No, not Evelyn. We don't want any more invisible people. What do we got? What else we got? Cassidon. He's got a sword and he teleports. Maybe all of his movement are teleports. That'd be cool. Yeah. We need a bug. There's no bugs here. I know. Kha'Zix. He's a bug. Like Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. 2 of the most important characters in the game. They're not here yet. Nasus and Renekton. Why isn't one of them made yet? I don't know. Put the goddamn dog or lizard man. Put him in. Nope. Yone. We need another sword, bro. Like, Thresh isn't in the game yet. I swear to God. Thresh is not in the game yet. This is getting out of hand. Neither is the Rock Man. Or the Tree Man, but mainly the Rock Man. Dwayne Johnson. They were being way too safe. And the thing is that you can just throw it in there. Just throw it in there. Look, you know what somebody had the nerve to do, right? They had the nerve. They had the nerve, right, to compare freaking 2XKO tier list to Marvel 3. And obviously one of the stupid comparisons was, well, at least there's not a character as bad as Hashenko. Shenko should be bad. It's great that she's bad. It is great that, Taskmaster isn't that good. It's great that Captain America isn't that good. It's great that freaking Hawkeye and blah, blah, blah. It's all about having fun. This game didn't get nerfs. But they didn't need buffs either. You just needed to nerf a couple characters, right? Just to how broken their tools are. You didn't need to nerf the tools. You just need to nerf how broken it is. And you could still have them be top tier. Like, it's perfectly fine if certain characters are top tier, especially if the characters have to work for it. Because it's one thing, right? It's one thing having a Morrigan top tier. Why? Because you're inputting 72 different inputs a second. There's another thing having Wesker be top tier, who literally just does ABC teleport. And you guessed it. That's half the cast in 2XKO. Wow. Half the cast in 2XKO is Wesker and Virgil. Button, teleport. Button, teleport. Button, roll. Button, teleport. Button, roll. Call assist. Button, teleport. Call assist. Where to hit? I don't know. It is perfectly fine. If Hashenko beats you, you're trash. But guess what? You best believe I'm going to make a Hashenko team. I'm going to make one. Why? Because I actually like the character. It's cool that she sucks. I'm perfectly okay with it. Like, it is perfectly fine. PZ is best Hashenko. Like, it is perfectly fine. I mean, Ryu could, you give him an air dash at least, right? But like, god damn, man. And it's just so stupid to me that, like, we really are sitting there like, but Riot put in all this time on all these characters to have them be whack compared to freaking Yasuo and Echo. So at the end of the day, it didn't even matter. None of it mattered if you were never going to nerf the characters. Just make characters. Just make more characters. Jesus Christ. if when Malphite, you know, punches you and his arm actually moves backwards because it wasn't animated fine, it's perfectly fine. We'll just call it a name. It's the special limp rock smack. As long as like things are being made, you could literally just hire these random guys off the street who are making this Marvel 3 garbage. Like, I don't care if I lose a tournament, if I lose one random tournament to nonsense. At least it'll be new nonsense. It won't be old nonsense. And that's what the Riot people didn't understand. I would much rather lose to a new top tier every single week than lose to Yasuo and Echo for the 15th tournament in a row. They are trolling. Completely trolling. And now we're here. And now we're here. February 9th. February 9th on this trash. With the goddamn black letter of doom. I have to assume they just don't know how to fix. Remove them from the game for a patch. I wouldn't even care. Because you know what? You get hit with one of these. You ever got hit with one of these? Misha Keat? Yeah, you ever got hit with one of those? What the black letter of doom? I would never, I fear. Right? Yo, this image, yo, I swear to God, I better see this image every time there's a bad... What's the black letter of doom? You don't know about the black letter? Look, man, I'll explain it to you, right? Here. Black letter of doom. Right? Wait, no. You gotta go to 2x carry. You see, look. See, everything's all fun. There's so many lights. And, ooh, look, character costumes. And then, guys, we have something to tell you. The black letter of doom. Right? You got to open it, right? You're like, oh, man, what is this? Oh, fuck! We regret to inform you that you have no pension. Sorry, guys. Get out. And then, like I said, right, you got people really going, yo, Chris, yo, bum, yo, all these people, yo, don't be mean to Riot. Whatever you do, guys, whatever you do, don't be mean to these guys. I know they haven't given you much. And you're still waiting for your Riftbound cards that you bought last year. By the way, you think I'm trolling? Oh, I'm about to show you right now. Look, I'm about to show you the email. Look. Give me 1 second. I think this is the email. Should be here. Yeah, there you go. 100. Yep, look, right here. Look. Transaction date. August 28th, 2025. You paid $110 USD to Riot Games. One Riftbound, mother suckers. And I haven't even gotten the cards yet. I'm supposed to be receiving it soon. Question mark. Question mark. We don't know yet. And then they really, like people really be defending this stuff. Like, look, and that's why I be telling you this stuff as a customer. Yes, exactly. I pay $200. I pay $200. I am the guy. I am that guy. But you think I'm going to defend that purchase? No. I'm not going to defend it. I know what I did was stupid. I know they don't deserve $1. But god damn it, man. I need my skins. There's nothing else in the game. And I feel like people don't understand that. They're out here going, this game was amazing. Did you see Frosty Faustings? I don't give a flying fuck about Frosty Faustings. Speaking of Frosty Faustings, you want to know what happened? Jimmy Bones can contest to this. I told them I didn't want to be put on the French people's stream. By the way, that's another thing I want to speak about. When it comes to Riot, I forgot all about it. Now it just came back to me. They really out here freaking just throwing money at stuff, jumping into the middle of goddamn tournaments and stuff, freaking taking up a whole bunch of different screens. They really, like, you know what's actually crazy? Is that you show up to a tournament, right? And then you go, oh, there's a bunch of French people coming. What if we give them the stream, the side stream, and then force people to play on the side stream where the French people just scream in your back? This is that dumb, stupid logic that Riot does.
The French stream cut off your match because another French player was playing on the main stream.
There's no way. What did you just say?
So the last match that you were playing, they cut it off twice because he wanted to watch the French players stream on the main stream.
She just said in the middle of my match, they cut it off to watch one of their players on the other stream.
Twice.
But yeah, so I didn't even know about that. That's ridiculous, right? But what's absolutely insane is that I had asked them. I said, hey, I don't want to be on this stream. I don't want to be on the French people's stream. I'll be straight up. I'll tell you straight up. I don't like that place. All right? I don't like their weird freaking suck each other's balls type of community they have. I don't care if you call it nationalistic, but I don't care. I'm at a tournament in America and I got to deal with fanboys in the back. That is crazy. I think Riot was mad dumb for allowing that to happen. And I asked them, and you know what they told me? They said, nope. They said, nope, you cannot do anything about it. You're just going to have to sit there and take it. Oh, yeah, by the way, they said yes after the fact, right before I was about to play. And then I was like, I hope everything goes wrong. And just to let you know, right? Minus the fact that it's just a circle jerk corner. In case you didn't know, it was 90 degrees in that corner. And on top of that, they had a dumb light. I don't know why, but they had a dumb light just facing you. Dog, they barely had people comment. I'm telling you, the whole thing was it was a giant sham to allow the French players to move forward. I wanted to talk about this sooner, but I was dying. But I swear to God, yo, I was literally melting. I was literally melting. I was drenched. It was so bad. That venue was one of the hottest venues I've ever been in. But yeah, just decisions like this, like they keep trying to do too much. Yo, I shook the Japanese guy's hands. I kid you not. We might as well have slipped off of each other. He was completely he so I'm sitting next to him. I'm dying. He's dying. His whole body is like shaking. He's like nervous and hot and nervous and hot, and his hands were soaked and my hands were, it was ridiculous. We were literally getting cooked in there. Nothing against France, but I don't think there was good. There was no good intent. There is never good intent when France is involved. And that's the weird part. I'm not even messed up even saying that. Like I don't care about anything or anyone. I'll tell you straight up. Like every time I've seen France, I'm like, dog, it's about to be mad annoying for no reason. Like, hey, you give him a freaking you give him a side stream, $50,000 tournament. What are you smoking? And now another thing that 2XKO was doing, right? And Riot was doing over the weekend. And I think I noticed it during the first tournament. The one in SoCal, the one where I got third, right? Risk. Yo, they be sucking some balls, man. Oh my God. Yo, like every single Riot employee, they just sucking some balls to every single top player, dog. Yo, they're just ball sucking, just noises, yo, just gagging. Yo, like, I swear to God, it was like, oh my God, did you see this? Oh my God, did you see that? Oh, the French. Sonic, wow. Just straight ball sucking every top player they could. Are you one of them top players? No, I know the actual top players. I don't like the Riot conglomerate. I like the people at Riot. But I was just like, holy crap, man, this is oof. It's almost as if they wanted this to be like a French versus America versus Japanese tournament. They were definitely like on their like just tossing up flags on freaking janky 90-degree freaking consoles after Expedition 33. Oh, wait. I think I realize now. Isn't Arcane French? It all makes sense now. It all full circle, guys. Full circle. It was the French Revolution. Oh man, no wonder they got all the arcane characters. Oh boy, what a knee slapper. I just didn't know. My bad. I didn't know. Man, it all makes sense now. Anyway. Oh, man. Shout outs to the French people. Like, some of them. Like Wawa, he's cool. But yeah, yo, they actually don't have a good intent. They really just they actually wanted like a boost, if you will. And yeah, like things like that it's this is what happens when a company, because obviously I'm not gonna blame France for that, right? I'm gonna blame 2XKO. I'm gonna blame Riot Games for that, right? It's just they are doing they are doing too much. They're just doing too much. They're just throwing stuff. They're not focusing. They're not focusing. They're not hitting up people. They're not crossing their dots and tying their T's. Whatever the hell that saying is called, I have zero idea. That saying, you know, they're not folding their W's. Like it truly is. And then yeah, you know, at the end of the day, boom, people get fired. And that's the saddest thing about this whole thing, right? We're all laughing about all these different situations, but it all equaled one thing. And that's where people just really don't understand. Like, you think this was just one issue? No, it's 1 plus 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 1. Now we have to fire people. What was the next tournament on Riot's thing? What was the list of Riot tournaments? 2XKO Riot tournaments. I'm pretty sure it was. Is it Genesis?
I'm pretty sure it's Genesis.
Yep. Here you go. Right here. Look at it. Look. So the big ones. Evo. Wow. And then for some reason, Battle Coliseum. Then you got Genesis, Texas Showdown, Vianality, Cobble Breaker, BAM, The Mix Up, Versus Fighting, Kumite, You Mad, CEO, First Attack, more to come. Have they said what's the pricing for each one of these tournaments? So I'm assuming it's 50,000 for each of these. Frosty, Evo, Battle Coliseum. So what would this be, like 10? Are these venues 90 degrees? Blink was 90 degrees. That's why it was terrible. You had people literally touching each other, skin to skin. Definitely one of the worst tournaments I've ever been to. But yeah, Frosty Faustings, I never talked about it, but to sum up Frosty Faustings, it was kind of like Riot's entire thing. They just did too much. I didn't like the tournament at all. Mind you, I didn't like it at all, and I DQ'd myself from almost everything. And I still didn't like the tournament. So that's just to let you know. Now, did I have fun at Frosty Faustings? I did. I had a lot of fun. I chilled with, Jimmy Bones. I chilled with a lot of other people. I saw the Riot guys. There was a lot of dinner and drinks and stuff, exchange, and the karaoke room where people were chilling at. Like, it was fun, right? It was a fun event. It was a bad tournament. If it stood the same way, would I want to go? No. If it's in that same venue next year, definitely not. You had to go. There were 2 checkpoints. Every time you left, you had to go back into the checkpoint. But if you wanted to go to the other venue, you had to go into another checkpoint. That means you had to open your bag every single time. Sometimes they were thorough, sometimes they weren't. You were doing this like 10 times a day. It was rough. It was definitely rough. There was no space. It definitely smelled like crap half the time. Yeah, it was an experience. They have a lot of work cut out for them. But I'm going to be real. I honestly believe a large portion of why the tournament suffered was because of Riot. I might actually blame Riot on a good portion of why the tournament suffered. All those posts, like, about them and the screens and stuff, I actually might be inclined to agree with them. Even though some of what they were saying was bogus. But being there, yeah, 100%. You could tell that Riot money was real. Everyone just doing too much, man. Back to the basics. Everyone needs to back it up a little bit. Back it up a little bit. Take out 14 out of your 35 games. Back it up. Who won 2XKO bleed? The Echo Alawi. And everybody's like, oh my god, Alawi won. Was just like, oh, but Echo did everything. Yay. It is that guy that would have done me. I definitely could beat him. I already beat him a bunch of times. But I'm not gonna. Well, especially now, I ain't gonna play the game. I might have to wait till 2 patches because you know the next patch ain't gonna be good. When's the next patch? Is it like 17th or something like that. Like week and a half from now. If there's a patch, right? They're gonna be like, yo, what patch? You know what I find weird too, right? Is that like obviously a lot of people got let down. I mean let down. Laid off. Completely wrong words. How do you go back to work normal? Half the people you work with are gone. How do you clock in the next day? Like I get it. A lot of people have done this before, right? Especially during the pandemic. I was one of the people that was let go. So I don't know. I don't know about the other people who's still on the job. Okay? But for you guys who have actually like been in a job where the rest of your team just gone, how'd that feel? Like, do you laugh it off being like, yo, thank God it ain't me? Or are you like, fuck, yo, am I about to lose my job next too? You just wait until it's your turn? I'm gonna be real. If that was me, and look, I'm gonna be real. I'm not that I'm privileged, right? Because obviously I put in an insane amount of work to be here. But if I saw something like that happen, and they were like, "So, Chris, you going to work tomorrow?" I'd be like, "I don't know about all that." Because I think it's one of those things where to me, first of all, I would have to get a raise. You're not about to fire 100 people and not give me a raise, right? So I would be that greedy for starters. But secondary, if I was on a job where you had to listen kind of to what I was saying to structure the product. If you didn't listen to me then, you're definitely not listening to me now. So I would probably quit. I would honestly quit before it was over. Uh, damn. So it depends, right? Like a lot of them could be temps, right? A lot of them could be um, like contract workers type thing, right? Like depends on like who you got the job from. I know Riot is like a little bit more strict with things, mainly because they're Riot. So, like I do hear, and I know many people that's worked at Riot, they do treat you very good. Oh yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, a bunch of them were contracted, and then they got fully hired on the team. Yeah, I do remember that. Pretty sure the contract thing is kind of like your trial period before they put you on, or if they want to put you on to salary man. But yeah, each company does it very different. Like I'm working on stuff now too, and I just see money. I don't even. I'm gonna be real. I don't even know how it works. They be like, "Hey, Chris, yo, we need you to do something." I'm like, "All right, how long?" They'd be like, "Oh, like a week." Fuh. All right, cool. How much money? I think this amount. All right, I'll see what I can do. Tell you, man, this job be crazy sometimes. And that's how a lot of it is too. They be just be like, "Yo, do you want some money for some time?" Oh boy, would I! That's it. But yeah, Riot. Like I said, I've heard many people who work at Riot, like they treat you good. But you see, that's another thing, right? It's not just Riot. You're not working on League of Legends, the biggest game of all time. You are working on one of these other divisions, right? Valorant, TFT, Runeterra, Riftbound, right? Like you're working on this. By default, your job is a question mark. If we're being, and this isn't even to be mean, your job is actually question mark. You have no idea how long you're gonna be there. I honestly believe if this game came out faster, these guys would have been fired a long time ago. So yeah, I I'm be real. I feel like they made a lot of money. I for a product that wasn't very good, and I'm looking I'm really looking on the bright side of things. I think they made a lot of money. I guess they would have to be smart for delaying the game as long as it did. Well, you see now, as I mentioned before, me personally, I would have released the game by like a little before Alpha Lab 2. And I would have just let it rip. I would just be like, "Yo, guys, find some crap. Make new characters. Throw them out now. Throw them out now. We're not waiting." That would have been me. All right. So at least if we would have had a jank game, the jank game is free, and now we got you, the idiot consumer, who's gonna play test it for me. Here's Malphite, guys. See if he works. You got people complaining about rank, like it means anything. Like everybody was complaining about the raw things. Should have been complaining about lack of voidling, lack of elemental. But yeah. I feel like this was a pretty good discussion. All things considered. That was exactly lack of ninjas. How the hell we ain't got ninjas yet? That's just crazy. Not one ninja. Yo, I would be real. I guess it's the last thing I'm gonna say. I was terrified that we were gonna have like an abundance. I mean, we still kind of do, right? Because there's still a lot of characters just roll through you. Except we gave, you know, a girl with a gun the ability to roll through you. Whatever, right? But I really thought we were about to get some sick, nasty, throw-up type of gameplay. Instead, we got the boring throw-up type of gameplay. We got the goddamn, wow, that's all you have to do to win type of gameplay. At least if, like, you know, goddamn freaking Zed knocks me down, and then one of his abilities is he just jumps up into the sky and there's 4 of him, and now I gotta guess which one's the real one as my booty gets opened up. Like, that would have been sick, nasty. I would have hated the game, but you know what? It would have at least been funny as fuck. Right? Freaking Akali knocks me down, and all of a sudden, giant poof. Now I can't see where she is on the screen. Well, goddamn, I guess I just lost. That would have been 10 times more sick than Yasuo going button, call assist, dash. Yeah. The best you're gonna get is Shen. And he walks at you menacingly. Oh, wait, no, my bad. He dashes through you. Fuck, now we got another one. You know what I wanted? I wanted Malphite, all right? Booty clapper Malphite. That's what I wanted. All of his claps are unblockable, okay? Because he's too big and too manly, and he touches you and you can't do anything about it. He's giant rock. That's what I wanted, all right? I wanted Mundo, where he pleases everywhere he goes. Okay? Yup. I want Mundo. As soon as he activates ult, you let go of your stick because he can do whatever he wants to you. Alright? He can violate you as much as he wants. That's what I wanted. That's what should have been in the game. I wanted to be violated as a player. And instead, I get none of it. I get nothing. You know what I get? I get angrily seduced, okay? And this sucks. This is boring. I don't want any of it. You're all ugly, okay? Don't touch me, okay? I can't take it. I'm dying. You see, but that's not the same. That's not the same. You see, at least, you know, Malphite will probably leave a rose by your grave or something. You know, like, I got violated, but at least it was funny. Like he farts on me or something. Like, God, I got leave. You know, freaking Mundo files his taxes on my corpse. Like, my man freaking, he just dumps a bunch of paper on top of me. Like, come on. Like, there's so much that could have happened. Yeah, exactly. Mordekaiser, he literally turns the screen black. And that's it. You just watch. I don't know what's happening. It's dark. I can't see. That's it. It's Mordekaiser. Like I was really hoping for some ridiculous gameplay, man. That's what I'm saying. Sick, nasty. I want the dumbest stuff to hit. I want like Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. His ult is that there's a fake a fake Fiddlesticks and a real one. And if you pick the wrong one, you get jump scared. Done. Booty snatched. It's over. You lose. All right? Bet it on a 50-50. I want some ridiculousness. He hits you with the Five Nights at Freddy's. Right? Like, that's what I'm talking about. The Five Nights at Freddy's, it's over. And that should happen too, right? Like you peek, and as a crow flies by, you peek again, he twitches, you peek again, done. Jump scare. How would that work? No, the one player picks which one he's in, right? So he picked left or right. It's up to you to pick left or right. You guess wrong, done. Booty snatched. Bet the game on the 50-50. Yup, Shaco clones, yup. Both of them are dancing on the screen. They can only auto attack. You can only kill one. But if you wait too long, you're getting lightly stabbed to death. Like, you gotta pick. There's just so many things. That's why I'm like, dog, like we really... We really goofed on everything. So we got Tebow. Like I like there should have even been characters that win the next round. Like Vagar. Vagar freaking he keeps on hitting you with little pellets, right? And it doesn't do a lot, right? But he keeps on hitting you. But if you let him win the first round, the next round, he level 3s you and you lose all of your life. Like, dog. You like you could have them have effects. Honestly, man, this game could have just been 3v3. Let's just be real, man. You had 200 characters, yo. You could have just made a 3v3 game. The 2v2 aspect is just trash. But that's the crazy part. You could update the game. You could update the game. Right now, there's only 10 characters, 1v1. 15 characters, 20 characters, 2v2. 30 characters, 3v3. And now you got yourselves a goddamn hootenanny of ridiculous ideas. Then you introduce Cho'Gath. And if he eats a character, if he beats a character with an assist, he gets bigger and heals like half of his life. Then he eats the next character to win that round, and he gains more life, and he's bigger. Then he starts the next round, freaking taking up a third of the screen. These things would be sick. I honestly do believe that is in fact the worst thing, Sheikah. They played safe, freaking threaded the needle at every single point, and failed anyway. You know what I think it is, man? I just think these people are too old. Maybe that's just it. I think we need to go back. We need to go back to the basics, all right? Like, I don't care. You could make a Clash of the Royal goddamn freaking Naruto GameCube game, and I would have thought it was the sickest game of all time. Like, you could have made something. You didn't have to try this hard. As long as we're not doing Ultimate Ninja. Alright? As long as we're not doing Ultimate Ninja, we're okay. Okay? Clash, we need to bring back that style of anime game. I'll accept that. Alright? We do not need no more of this trash type of Ultimate Ninja. Oh, yeah. Yep. The amount of people saying they just found out about 2XKO's release. Reading today's news. Yep. Nobody knew. Why do you think League of Legends is still played today? Why do you think I still play 2XKO? I mean, freaking League of Legends. My bad. Wrong game. Why do you think I still play League of Legends? They switch it up. They switch things up. You think we would be playing? Do you honestly believe that anybody would be playing League of Legends today if it did not get patches every other day? Looks like you kind of called it before today's news. I keep telling you guys, when was the last time I was wrong? I'm telling you, yo, the next time you see me, I'm going to be in a cloak, and it's going to be a giant sphere, all right? I'm going to just start pondering. Like, and every single person just keeps attacking me, dog. They just keep, yo, Chris, nah, you just being negative. Yo, you have no idea what you're talking about. It's a good thing you don't test these games. It's a good thing no one listens to you. Don't worry, guys. The game's not out. Oh man, I'm glad they don't have that excuse anymore. I'm so glad they don't have that excuse anymore. The game's not out yet. And then, oh man, it went like picture the timeline. Picture the timeline. The game's not out yet. Release date. You're all fired. What a timeline. That wasn't even a month. The game's not out yet. Release date. You're all fired. What do you even do? Like what? Now, look. Obviously I'm right? But not even I could have predicted that speed. Yo, like, that was truly a blitz. Yo, like, the game really got speed blitzed. You would have thought Ramis was in this game. Okay. Oh, yeah. You know what? You know what? They definitely goofed. 100%. They felt the pressure of Marvel Tokai. Fuck!
The moment Tokon was announced, they should have just dropped the game.
Oh man, yo, it all started. Yo, we went from the French Revolution and Arcane to goddamn Japanese people in Tokai. And they were like, fuck. They definitely got cooked. They got hit with the swoop-de whoop, yo, by Marvel. Marvel's like, oh, woo! We dodged the bullet. And I know, you see now, the bar is into the ground. You can't do worse than this now. You can't. It ain't possible. It is like I used to think you couldn't do worse than Fatal Fury. But I really didn't think we could go below Fatal Fury. I truly did not think that was possible. Like SNK, it's creating new lows. Oh yeah, multiverse is definitely speed ran any percent. That multiverse is definitely speedrun 80%. Yeah, but I think that's the thing. The thing is the SNK knows they don't care. It's not even like, oh my god, like we're so sorry. We're making the worst game ever. They're just like, we're doing this, deal with it, whatever, man. Like, like their low is so low, they can only go up. All right? Like, freaking Fatal Fury can accidentally go up. SNK is funny people, man. I don't know. I would love, like I said, like I just gotta be in the room one time, man. Just let me like, look. I will literally take the vent. I'll take the vent. I'll sit up there. Like I just want to hear. I don't want to talk. I just want to hear the conversation happening. No, I don't even want to look at them. I hope. Look, give me a shiesty. Like, no, I don't care, man. Just paint me blue and red like Gil, yo. Like, blend me in with the wall. I just want to hear what's going on in these rooms. Yeah, like, yo, shrink me, man. Like, make me a molecule. Like, I don't even care. Like, I gotta be in one of these rooms, yo, one time. Like, there's gotta be, like, somebody is just not, somebody's okay in the decisions. Somebody. Yo, it's crazy to think that NRS is the best company right now. Outside of Street Fighter, NRS is gaming. Yep. NRS, like we already know, we know the game plan. Yep. Make money, dip. We already know. We've accepted the great and powerful Ed Boon strategy. I think the only thing weird about all these developers is that we're always surprised when Fatal Fury fails. I mean Fatal Fury. SNK fails. We're always surprised. Like it's a new thing. Oh my god! KOF 14, 15, SNK Heroines, friggin' Fatal Fury, random stupid mobile games. I don't even know what the hell they're making. Everything fails. Why? How? Oh, Samurai Showdown. Oh no. Right? Like we're always like, oh my god, SNK, how could you do this? But it's like when NRS fails, we're like, that's our classic. Oh man, I knew you had it in you. We don't sugarcoat it. We just like, damn, NRS failed again. Fuck. Maybe they'll get it with the next game. I think you know what the thing is? Poor people. Poor people like SNK. Because poor people don't have internet. Poor people are like, I wasn't even gonna play online. I didn't even know they had an online. Poor people. Poor people. Yeah. Like, I'm telling you, man, SNK was definitely made for poor people. They're like, dog, like KOF 14. That's my favorite game. I live in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. Me and my me and my homie, my compadre over there, we like this game. My 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 hombre, me and Esteban, we love Samurai Showdown. They're like, I haven't played. Yeah, I'm like, telling you, yo, it doesn't matter. Like, if you have zero money, definitely pick yourself up. You got $0, pick yourself up. That's a K game. Why do you think all these idiots are defending Fatal Fury? Right? All these broke people defending Fatal Fury. They're like, but come on, guys, we got 5 people for free. If I were Riot, I'd stop making games. If people compared me to SNK. I mean, damn. You know what? It is kind of crazy because we really are comparing Chinese and Saudi Arabia. That's something right there, right? That's a woo, you know? Money bags over here. Who knows what could be done? The limits are endless. SNK be having 3 people tournaments and they're playing for a half-eaten Snickers. Oh man, I'm telling you, yo, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. Like we're really like, look at us, We're such losers. We're such losers, yo. The FGC is such losers, dog. Just play Street Fighter. God, that's what this comes down to. You guys were all watching just for me to tell you, play Street Fighter. F everything else. Add a Buki and I will. And then all of a sudden I just take off my shirt. It's just a giant C. Capcom presents Play Street Fighter. Oh man. Play Street Fighter and beat Noah? There was no way in hell I was going to lose to Noah. I like how I sat down and they were like, damn. That style really just can't beat you. I literally only lose to Noah in lag. That's why I blocked him. I blocked him because the last time I was about to beat him and then the game lagged and then he beat me and I said, straight block. Literally blocked him after that. I was like, nope. I'll see you offline, buddy. That's why I sub to you. Look, everyone should sub to me for all this real talk. You can't get it anywhere else. Why? Because your favorite player is gonna lie to you. That's another thing, actually. I feel like if we literally were just all completely honest with what is happening, this would have never happened in the first place. Like they're really like all these gaslighters, yo. Why you think I told you? Why you think I told you, yo? These are gaslighting games, man. People just gaslighting. I don't know what you're talking about. This game is pretty damn great. Did the Cannon Brothers get let go too? I got no problem with them. And I used to like them a lot. Like I used to look up to them. Not really anymore. I feel like they're just goofing up the IP. So I don't know, man. I don't got no more faith in them anymore. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I lost my faith in them after the whole Mr. Wizard situation. That's why it only sucks that like, you know, people like Nerd Josh and stuff, you know, lost their job. Because I feel like if there was anybody doing work, it was probably him. And you know what? I truly hope they paid for everybody to be at Frosty Falsies. I'm hoping that's the case. If Nerd Josh had to pay money out of his pocket to be at Frosty Faustings, I am horribly sorry. Minute notice. By the way, guys, we're firing you. Get ready for the tweet. They knew about that for days, dog. You knew it. You already knew. They were like, you think this tournament changes anything? Hold on, guys. We gotta go. We gotta watch it. We gotta look at this together. Meet potential game. 2x KO. 0 content, 0 motion, 11 characters. It has the potential to rival Street Fighter. Its console launch will go crazy. It'll get 1/10 of League's player base eventually. Can't wait till E-Celeb picks it up. Wait till they add Kog'Maw. Of all characters. Kog'Maw? Give me stale meta. Give me shills to purchase. Give me kernel level access. Or I end service. If and when, but never is. Oh, this guy's OD! Use Riot Bucks to create the most innovative feature, complete fighter, or spend 10 years letting washed up Marvel players jam in mechanics for better games. Oh, fuck! Wow! You know, normally when I see stuff like this, it's usually whack. But holy crap! Like how it's Superman. It's a Justice Super. I mean, it's multiverse in Superman. All right. I think we're done here. This meme is a perfect way to end